Parang last time class meron akong nakitang post, no? Society yata or organization sa CSU, yung sa concrete structural students. Parang nag-offer sila ng free tutorial sessions sa integral calculus. Hindi ko alam kung aware kayo doon.
Yes, sir. Nagtuturo po sila.
No, no. Habang maaga class na mag-attend kayo doon. Para kahit
Sir,
pa
sa
paano meron.
mga ano
Sir,
lang,
yung mga
sir, sa mga kasali lang sa ASIP.
Ganun?
Ako po, sir.
So, hindi kayo kasali, ganun?
yes, sir, yung mga hindi po kasali sa ASIP.
May registration po ulit ngayon.
Magkano registration?
250 po.
May bayad pala yun. Kala ko libre. Selfish naman. Dapat open yun eh. Anyway, no? For the last part of our discussion class, we'll talk about inverse trigonometric functions. Kasi magandang avenue sana yun class para kahit maaga na nagka-calculus tool na kayo. No? Para meron lang kayo idea kung ano yung mga pinagsosolve nila dun. Okay. So inverse trigo function. Ibibigay ko na agad yung formula dito class, no? Yan. We'll just discuss yung 6 primary functions natin, sine, cosine, tangent, cotangent, secant, at cosecant. Okay, so kung nababasa kayo ng libro sa calculus class, no, sometimes these functions are written instead of naka-negative 1 exponent, or actually it's not considered an exponent, no? Negative 1, pwede nyo isulat yung arc, no? Arc sine of u, considered pa rin yan as a sine of inverse sine of u. Okay, so binabasa kasi natin to as inverse sine of u, or equivalent lang siya nga dito sa arc sine of u. But to be class, no, just to clarify, ang arc sine ng u ay hindi pareho sa sine ng u tapos nasa labas yung negative 1 tapos 1 over sine u. Hindi yun pareho class ha, kasi marami estudyanteng gumagawa niyan. Kapag inverse sine ang pinag-uusapan natin or inverse trigonometric functions, kapag inverse trigonometric functions yung pinag-uusapan natin class, no, ibig sabihin nun, itong ating trigo function, galing yan sa kabilang side ng ating equation. So for example, sine of 45 degrees is equal to x. Okay, kunwari lang class, no? So kung dadalhin natin to sa kabila, sinusulat natin siya as 45 degrees arc sine, okay, inverse sine of x. Ganyan. Okay? So, ulitin ko class, no, hindi siya pareho sa, kasi dami gumagawa nito arc sine of u, tapos nilabas yung negative 1 ginawang exponent. Hindi yun ganun. Okay, pwede class yung iba. Ganyan. Yan, kasi wala naman tayong inverse trigon na nakaraise sa negative 2. Ito, pwede nyo nang isulat na sine of u then raised to negative 2. Pwede class, no? Pero exception itong negative 1. Kasi yung negative 1, dinedevote talaga natin yan for inverse trigonometric functions, no? Sana nasundan. Okay. Kailangan nyo na lang i-memorize dito itong tatlo. Itong sine, tangent, at secant. Kasi katulad dun sa derivatives ng trigonometric functions natin, yung complementary trigo functions natin, no? Negative lang sila. Okay, so papansinin nyo, ang derivative ng arc sine of u, that's 1 over the square root of 1 minus u squared, du over dx. Again, tong u dito class na, that's the argument of your inverse trigo function. Pareho to class no dito sa cosine, yun nga lang naka-negative siya kasi nga complementary. Ganon rin dito sa tangent. Okay? 1 over 1 plus u squared du over dx. Pareho yan dito class, no? Oh, pero dahil ko nga lang to, complementary ng tangent, nanenegate lang yung derivative. Ganon rin dito sa secant. Then cosecant naman kasi to, kaya negative siya. Okay, so itong tatlo na lang, memorize nyo class, no? Or kabisaduhin nyo. Then, yung co nila, cosine, cotangent, cosecant. Lagay na lang kayo na negative dyan. Okay, o yun na yun. Now, let's try some examples. We evaluate dy over dx given our first function, no? That's arc sine of 3x or inverse sine of 3x. Class, no, when we talk about transcendental functions, exponential, natural logarithmic, hyperbolic, yun yung mga next pa natin na pag-uusapan. Trigonometric, mga ganun class. Ang crucial doon is yung pagdedetermine ng ating argument, Q. Kasi usually ito yung involved sa derivatives. No? So, kung hindi nyo yan matukoy ng tama, pero maayos, mali na agad yung derivative. So, for this particular problem, no, ang ating U ay yung 3x. So, that's arc sine of U. Kasi nga, pinapattern lang natin siya dito. Okay? Tapos, follow na natin itong formula na yan. So, dy over dx, okay, ang derivative ng arc sine of U ay given or defined by this formula. That's 1 over the square root of 1 minus u squared du over dx. Pero alam natin na yung value ng u class ay itong 3x, no? So, sundan na lang natin to. 1, then square root of 1 minus u squared. That's 1 minus itong buong 3x class, yung u natin ang naka-square. Then of course, kung ano yung value ng u na nilagay dito, yun din yung ide-derive natin dito. Kasi meron tayong du over dx. Then we simplify. Okay? 1 over the square root of 1 minus yung 3x squared plus, no? That's equivalent to 9x squared. So you square 3, that's 9, and then square x, that's x squared. Then derivative ng 3x, that's just 3. Then dy over dx, that's 3 over the square root of 1 minus 9x squared. Like nyo mga class, kung nasundan yung first example. Okay, so yung atake natin dito sa Calculus 1, no? Tapusin muna natin lahat ng derivatives at differentiation techniques class bago tayo mag-applications para tuloy-tuloy na yung discussion pag-applications. Okay? Okay. For our second function, that's arc cosine of x cubed minus 2 squared. So, it's an inverse cosine function. Okay, so pattern siya dito class, no? Ang value ng u natin, okay, so arc cos, ito yun. Eh di syempre kung ano yung naiwan dito class, yan na yung value ng argument u. Okay, so follow natin tong formula na yan. Dy over dx, that's negative 1 since we're talking about a complementary function. Okay? Then square root of 1 minus. Tandaan na ito yung u natin. That's your u. So that's x cubed minus 2 squared. Ito pa lang yung u natin class, no? Then naka-square siya kasi u squared to. Like nyo ang nasundan? Okay. Then, kung ano yung value ng u dito, yun din, or siya rin yung ide-derive natin dito class, no? X cubed minus 2 squared. Then, let's simplify. So, that's negative 1 over the square root of 1 minus x cubed minus 2 squared. Then, squared pa class na, you can just multiply the exponents. 2 times 2, that's equivalent to 4. Or write it as x cubed minus 2 raised to 4. Then for the derivative of x cubed minus 2 squared, pwede nyo yung i-expand plus kasi naka-square pa lang naman siya, no? Kaya pa yung i-simplify or gamitin nyo na lang yung chain rule. So bring down 2, ito yun. Then copy x cubed minus 2, base function. Then u exponent natin, 2 minus 1. So naka-raise to sa 1. Okay? Dahil 1 lang, huwag na natin isulat. Then derivative pa rin nitong ating base function na x cubed minus 2, that's 3x squared. Okay, tapos simplify pa natin class, no? To get that answer. So, nangyari dyan, 2 times 3x squared, that's 6x squared, times negative 1, that's negative 6x squared. Then, dagdag nyo to na iwang expression na x cubed minus 2. Walang magbabago doon sa ating denominator, square root of 1 minus x cubed minus 2 raised to 4. Sundan? Okay. Meron na agad na sagot. Ipalabasin natin yung solution. Okay. So, arctangent tayo this time, class, no? So, given naman yung formula dito. Arctangent of u, that's 1 over 1 plus u squared du over dx. So, arctan, ang kanyang argument class ay itong e raised to negative x. That's the value of our u, an exponential function. Okay? E di ganun pa rin, class, no? Huwag kayong matakot na isolve kahit anong klaseng function pa yan. Basta you're following the right formula. Okay? So that's 1 plus 1 over 1 plus u squared. So 1 over 1 plus yung u natin dito, e raised to negative x. Then square. That's per formula. Then derivative of u with respect to x, or derivative of e raised to negative x with respect to x. Okay? Then we simplify. 1 over 1 plus e raised to negative x squared, class, no? You can multiply negative x and 2, or that's negative 2x. Okay, then derive natin itong ating e raised to negative x, which is an exponential function. Okay? So kung natatandaan nyo, ang derivative ng e raised to u, class, ay e raised to u. Kopyahin yung original function na binigay, tapos i-derive natin yung kanyang exponent with respect to x. So dito sa e raised to negative x, yung u natin dito ay yung negative x. So you copy e raised to u or e raised to negative x, and then you derive u, that's negative x with respect to x. Then we simplify. So that's 1 over 1 plus e raised to negative 2x. Then e raised to negative x, derivative ng negative x plus, that's negative 1. Okay? Then simplify. E raised to negative x times negative 1, that's negative e raised to negative x. Then copy nyo lang yung denominator na 1 plus e raised to negative 2x. Kaya hindi react, class, kung nasundan. Ang bilis yung mag-react, class, no? Okay. Next example. Cotangent of ln x. So it's a cotangent function, complementary function. Okay? Then argument niya ln x. That's your u. So follow lang natin to. dy over dx, that's negative 1 over 1 plus u squared. That's ln of x squared. Then derive natin yung u na dinetermine natin dito, class, no? That's ln of x. Okay, so derivative, class, ng ating ln of u, that's 1 over u du over dx. Okay, so that's negative 1 over 1 plus ln of x squared. Okay, so ito yon. Or, yun nga, no, pwede nating isulat yung ln of x squared, yung 2, class, na ilagay nyo sa pagitan ng ln at ng kanyang argument. So pareho lang yan, ln squared x. Then we derive ln of x, ang u natin dito ay itong x. So that's 1 over u or 1 over x. Then we derive u, x with respect to x. Okay? Para makuha natin yung sagot na negative 1 over 1 plus ln squared x, 1 over x, derivative ng x with respect to x ay 1. Then simplify. Okay, so negative 1 times 1 over x times 1 over 1 plus ln squared x, no, ay equivalent lang sa equation or sa expression na to. Kung gusto nyo i-distribute yung x sa loob, edi okay lang, class, no? Sundan? Okay. We're on to our last slide, class, no? So ngayon naman second, tapusin lang natin or bigay tayo ng tig-isang example. Arc second or inverse second of sine x. So second, kanyang argument, class, ay yung sine x. So that's our u. Then we'll follow this formula. Substitute lang tayo, no, pagkatapos mag-determine ng u. So dy over dx, that's 1 over u, or that's sine x. Then square root of u squared, sine x squared minus 1. Then du over dx, derivative ng sine x, that's our u with respect to x. Then 1 over sine x, square root of sine x squared minus 1. Then derivative ng ng sine x, no? That's cos u du over dx. Dito, class, ang argument naman natin ay itong x. Okay, so That's cosine of u or cosine of x, then derivative ng u, which is x with respect to x. Tapos, simplify natin. 1 over sine x squared of sine x squared minus 1, cosine x, derivative ng x with respect to x, that's just 1. Of course, class, no, kasi nagdi-discuss lang naman ako, and para masundan ng lahat, tinidetail talaga. Pero pag kayong mag-solve, okay lang kahit dire-diretso yun nyo. Okay? So, 1 times cosine x times 1, that's just cosine x. Tapos, walang magbabago dito sa denominator. Okay? Pwede po ba natin tong i-simplify? Yes, class, no? Kasi meron tayong trigonometric identity na ang cosine x over sine x, that's just equivalent to cotangent x. Or pwede rin, class, na ito na yung sagot nyo. Walang problema dyan, no? Pero para lang makapag-simplify tayo dito, let's use cotangent x. So, cotangent x over the square root of sine squared x. Dito, class, pwede nyong ilagay sa pagitan ng sine at ng argument niya, yung 2 minus 1. Sundan? Okay. Last. We have inverse cosecant of cosine x. So this time, it's cosine x. That's the argument of our inverse trigo function. Then we'll use this one kasi we're talking about a cosecant or inverse cosecant function. Okay? So it's a derivative, class, na is given by negative 1 over u. Ang u natin, cosine x. Then square root of u, that's cosine x squared. Okay? Minus 1. Then derivative pa nung u, which is cosine x with respect to x. Then let's simplify. Copyain nyo na to, class, no? Walang magbabago dyan. Derivative ng cos u, that's negative sine u du over dx. So negative sine of u. Ang u natin dito ay yung x. Yan lang naman yung argument ng cosine function eh. Okay? Then kailangan pa nating i-derive yung argument na yun or yung u with respect to x. Then simplify. Negative 1 over cosine x squared of cosine x squared minus 1. Then negative sine x, first derivative ng x with respect to x ay equal lang sa 1. Then simplify. Negative 1 times negative sine, that's positive sine times 1, and the sine pa rin yun. Okay, so kanina cosine over sine, that's cotangent. For sine over cosine, no, that's equivalent to sine over cosine. Or as long as they have same argument, class, no, or same angle, then can be reduced to your tangent function. So that's tangent of x squared of cosine squared x minus 1. So yung 2 dito, pwede ring dalhin sa pagitan ng cosine at ng kanyang argument. Sundan ba yung last example? Okay, question? Okay, class. Kung wala na kayong question, edi open nyo na yung cameras nyo, no, para ma-capture ko yung meeting natin for this evening.